Despite the rusty performance versus the Jackson State Tigers, we managed to pull up the victory. We're 9-0 on the season. So let's go out to Baltimore, Maryland. We got a MEAC game going on up there. It's the Hampton Pirates and the Morgan State Bears. Now remember, in real life, Hampton used to be in the MEAC, then they jumped to the Big South, and now they're in the CAA starting this fall in IRL. But we go late first quarter. Look at Cody Weldon finding Mark Williams going up the left side. He burnt his defender and he's gone for a Hampton Pirate touchdown. And just like that, right before the half is over, well, the first quarter's over, Hampton strikes first. So now we go early second quarter. Morgan State is forced to punt. The Hampton defense was doing their thing in this game, just straight dominating Morgan State. And waiting for that punt is Pat Johnson, and Pat player at defensive back, and he takes it up the left side after breaking out in traffic, and he takes it to the crib for another Hampton touchdown. It is now 14-0. So this is a replay. We go later on in the second quarter. It's another punt for Morgan State. Waiting for it again is Pat Johnson at the 30. Takes it up the left side. He gets away from a defender. And he's having a marvelous day as he steps into the end zone for another punt return for a touchdown. It is now 21-0. Morgan State got to pass the sticks. Look at Weldon popping it deep this time. He's looking for a receiver. And that pass is caught by Chris Marquardt. And he goes into the end zone like Dion. Touchdown, Hampton Pirates. It's 28-0. So now we got early third. This time, look at Eric Hubbard looking deep. And that pass is caught by his impact player at tight end. An excellent catch by the tight end. So here they go in goal line formation. They give it to Ty Ellis, and he goes into the end zone for the first score of the game for Morgan State. They're finally on the board. But this game was no doubt about them Hampton Pirates. Look at Weldon. And that pass right there was intercepted though by Robinson. Morgan State got a little hope from their defense. Eventually they drove downfield at the Hampton Pirates 6-yard line. This time they give it to Samuel Ross. He goes to the right side on the toss play, and he goes into the end zone for another touchdown. It is now 28-14. Somehow Morgan State's trying to get back in it, but here come them Hampton Pirates on offense. Cody Weldon looking deep, and for Mark Williams, and it's caught, and he high steps into the end zone for his second touchdown catch of the game, a 68-yard strike. What a game Mark Williams had, man. Unbelievable. So here goes Hampton once again. Another play fake. Weldon pops it off his back foot, and that pass is caught by the tight end. So eventually this will lead to a field goal. It's now 38-14. It's late fourth quarter. Morgan State still got one more ladder to climb. Under pressure is Eric Hubbard, and that pass is picked off, and he's taking it back for a pick six. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. The Hampton Pirates straight smoked the Morgan State Bears, put them in a split. 45-14 is your final score, and Morgan State just blew their chances of winning the MEAC. So here he is, he's back once again. Jim Rutherford is back in the building. He's going to give you the scores throughout the HBCU world.
What an excellent game for the Alabama State Hornets, as Alabama State beat Jackson State. Not the best performance, but we got the job done. Mississippi Valley State beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Florida A&M win by 20 over Grambling State. And then you have Mississippi State winning by 10 over Bethune-Cookman. Well, at least Bethune-Cookman showed some fight. So let's go over to the MEAC. There goes Tennessee State losing again. They really choking. And there goes Hampton meeting Morgan State. You saw that. Howard beat South Carolina State 42-21. That's a big win for the Bison. And then you have Delaware State beating Norfolk State 24-17. Oh man, it looks like it's wide open in the MEAC now, but I believe Delaware State is now in first place. Well, that's my time. Back to you, Coach.
So you saw Jim, he gave you the final scores throughout the week, and then we go into recruiting. Look at this, Chad Brown. We tried to pull him out of Washington. He's going to Utah State. Kevin Leach from West Little River, Florida is going to the Florida Gators. Man, we really needed him, but that's okay. So as you can see, the Florida Gators are the new #1 team in the country. The Michigan Wolverines suffered their first loss of the season. Wait until you find out who they lost to. So you saw Tennessee right there, number 10, San Jose State at number 11, Cal 12, Kansas State 13. Georgia Tech 14, and Alabama rounds up the BCS ranking at 15. Now let's look down this list. There we go once again at 1 and 2, Florida and Alabama State. Texas A&M at 3, Buckeyes at 4, LSU 5, Georgia 6. Look at Michigan. They lost to the Wisconsin Badgers. Remember, we have to play them for the last game of the season. Virginia lost to Georgia Tech. That's another big one, considering we beat the Yellow Jackets. USC right there at number 9, and then Cal rounds out the top 10. San Jose State is moving up 2 spots to number 11. They're having a great season. Alabama goes down to 15 after losing to LSU 42-21. Dang, they got put in a spliff. Then South Carolina lost to Florida 41-7. Goodness. I believe that was considered the game of the week too. So as you see the rest of the top 25, Oklahoma is back. They're 6-5 on the season. Wow, they're having a rough season. At least they're bowl eligible now. So let's go to the Heisman watch list. Look at this. Look at that. Trey Tyler is off the list. That's crazy. After the season he had one struggle game, and then all of a sudden he's off the list. But there goes Robbie having a great season. 50 receptions, almost 1,200 yards, and 14 touchdowns. I believe now he has, 2 touchdowns on the ground, so 16 total. And then you see Randall and John Cole rounding out the rest of the Heisman watch list. So let's check in on Robbie real quick. Robbie is now on the top of this list, and he's an award finalist for the Biletnikoff Award. His stats are looking nice. I just wish he stopped dropping passes. With Brian Robinson being out for 9 weeks, and then you have Anthony Woods in third, that award should be his. Look at Walter Williams for Florida A&M though. Not only winning SWAC Defensive Player of the Week, but National Defensive Player of the Week. And look at Terrence Riley having another great game. You saw Pat Johnson, what he did on special teams for Hampton, but look at Aaron Alexander. Look at that stat line. 7 tackles, 6 TFLs, a hat trick of sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. So now Texas Southern is still in first place in the MAC SWAC East, 4-2. Mississippi Valley State's not that far from them though. And then we have the Alabama State Hornets. They once again win the SWAC East for the 6th straight year. Let's go over to the MEAC where there's more chaos. Delaware State is now in first place in the MEAC, 4-2 in conference play despite being 4-6 overall. Morgan State, however, blew it, but they're not out of it just yet. So join us next time. We're going down to the hole. We're taking on the Grambling State Tigers for our conference finale for season 6. Should be an interesting game, I hope. Peace.